What if you could build a business that gives you the life of freedom you deserve? What if you could find the secrets to marketing, leadership, customer service, and other aspects of business that help you exceed your goals? What if you could walk away from your business for 30 days and it never misses a beat? That's what this podcast is for, to help business leaders like you find freedom from the day-to-day grind and start spending your time doing the things you love. I'm Levi McClendon, and my co-host is Josh Taylor, and this is the Cheers to Freedom podcast.
Hey, welcome to the Cheers to Freedom podcast. I am your host, Josh Taylor, and I'm with my co-host, Levi McClendon. Levi, we have been busy.
That seems to be a common theme, Josh. I wish
it is,
sometimes,
but now we're just finally admitting it.
Yeah. I tell my wife sometimes, I'm like, I wish sometimes I could just turn my brain off for a little bit and relax.
She probably thinks you do.
But I can't. So we're busy. Because of that, we are busy, which is good.
Are.
It's good. We got a lot of good things happening.
We've got a lot of good things happening. We've got a lot of announcements that are going to be coming down the pipe here in the coming months, and we're getting ready for the Southwest show in Fort Worth next month, which is very exciting. And if you're listening to this, let us know in the comments if you're going to be there, because we are going to have a booth, and a lot of our team is going to be there this year. We don't bring everybody to the Southwest show usually, but we're bringing almost everybody this time because we have a lot of people to talk to while we're there.
Yes, we do. And Josh, just to reiterate that, if you are a customer and you're listening, you're going to be at that show, please come and see us. I mean, this year, and this is why we're so busy, we're really wanting to go deeper with our customers. We have a lot of products, a lot of things we offer, a lot of features out there that our customers have not taken advantage of, and partly because that's our fault, right? We haven't done a great job, and that's my fault, for not presenting these. And so this is an opportunity for you to come by the booth, learn about the things that we have to offer, and probably a lot of things you didn't even know we did offer. And we really want to focus on that this year.
Yeah, we want to spend a lot of time talking to our customers at the show this year. And I mean, we're not going to be upset if new people want to sign up, but we really want to spend a lot of time talking to our current customers because we like to solve problems. And that's one of the things that we're talking about on the podcast today is a problem that needs to be solved. And last week, I actually signed up for an unlimited club at a new car wash here in town, and they it was a tough process. Like it was a new employee that was there, and so he was walking through the process. The site manager had to come over and kind of help them. Their computer actually crashed in the middle of it, but through the process, I thought about it afterwards. I was like, all they took was my phone number, and they have no information about who I am. They don't know what kind of car I drive. They don't know who I am as a person. I mean, I got to meet the site manager there, but they have no avatar on who I am. And I have a feeling that most of the car washes and most of those that are listening, when they sign customers up and members up, they don't know who they are as far as other than their phone number, their email address. Would you say that's correct or not?
I don't think that's correct, Josh, because a lot of them don't even collect a phone number or an email address, right? But yes, to your point, 100%. So many people, I mean, in this, now that we've been doing this for a while, I constantly talk to our customers like, I don't have their phone number. I'm like, they're a member, they're paying you money, and you don't have any information. And again, It comes back usually to the process, right? It comes back to, well, it's not easy to do, it takes too long, and we can't collect the information. And so, Josh, when you say we like to solve problems, I mean, that's exactly, I love when I hear, again, that's why we're busy, because I'm like, ooh, a problem, we can solve it.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to be careful, right? We can go down that rabbit trail, and we kind of have to rein ourselves back in and say, that's not something that we really want to solve. But this particular case there's twofold to this. First of all, I know this. I know that car wash owners that are listening out there, that are listening, that you want the process to be fast, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to hold up the line. You're trying to bust people through. Obviously, if they're signing up, that means they're in the non-member lane, right? And so you're like, hey, we got to get them through quickly. And I understand that. So you want the least amount of data that is going to make a difference, right? And so just collecting that phone number, I think is huge, is what happened to you, right? You got the phone number, but in your case, there really wasn't any follow-up. And I think that's what we want to show you today is get the phone number, make this fast, but then you've got to automate that follow-up and build that profile of that customer.
Yeah, as a marketing company, we feel like this is a problem that we need to solve for our customers because we want to help our customers create better marketing strategies. And the only way to do that is to know who your members are, who's coming to your wash, who's buying your wash, what kind of cars are they driving, what are their demographics, how old are they? Are they male, female, all these different things. And for the most part, most car washes are not collecting that because it's not easy to collect that.
Right.
And if you try to collect it at the pay station, it takes way too long. And I'll be honest with you, when I was sitting there at the pay station, I was not interested in giving them a whole bunch of data because I was ready to get into the car wash. I was ready to go and ready to move. And but if there was an easy way for them to follow up with me to get that data,
absolutely,
then I would absolutely do it. And so show them this is a product that we've just created that a lot of work has gone into the back end of this, but talk to us about how they can use this quick member application to collect that data from their customers in a simple and easy way without having to do it all at the pay station.
Yeah. So for right now, Josh, I'm gonna speak directly to DRB customers right now, but this is going to apply to all of our other customers. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're not DRB, hang on because we're coming to you next.
And actually, before I do this, I'm going to ask a question. And if you're, again, an owner out there, what is the average age of your member? Okay, just think about that. I bet you 90+% of you listening do not know. And I think you should, because those, like Josh, you said, the demographics. Who are your customers? Who should you be marketing to? Those are the ones that you want coming into your wash so that you can convert them to members. And that's important to have. Okay, so to answer your question, so back to DRB here. What we created was what's called the Quick Member app. And so let's imagine this. I come in, I'm Josh, and I go into you
should be so lucky.
We're all lucky. I get to be Josh today. I pull in. I want my car wash, and I'm going to sign up for membership. Great, Mr. Josh Taylor. Pick a plan. What plan do you want? I want the top package. Boom, got the top package. No problem. The RFID. So that's, in this case, if it's license plate, obviously, in a license plate. If not, let's say it's RFID. I grab a tag. I scan it, and then a pop-up window will come up with a cell phone number entry form. All you got to do is say, Josh, what's your number? Great. Enter your number and credit card, and stick the sticker on the windshield, and you're off. Okay, nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. But we got to get that phone number because that is huge, right? So now I have your phone number. What our system will then do is within an hour, and that's because of the replicating servers and blah, blah, blah. Within an hour, we're going to pull any new memberships for those sites, and we're now going to send a text message. When we send a text, we are going to tell that customer, hey, welcome, but to activate your membership, we need you to click this link to update your profile. So now I'm going to show you here. Now this is for one of our customers, Dad's Car Care Center and Red Carpet Car Wash. So we do this for these guys right now. And so you can see here, when I click that link, this is the information that they want to capture. Now this is fully customizable. So you don't have to capture.
Anybody can ask whatever they want.
Yeah. You don't have to do first name, last name, email, address like these guys. This is what they wanted. So of course we're going to do what you want. So we have first name, last name, email, address, city, state, and all that's, you kind of have those pre-filled keys right on your phone anyway. You're going to auto-populate.
Super easy to fill out, yeah.
Exactly, which is going to be easier on a customer's phone than it is going to be on a pay station.
Right.
Zip code, birthday, right? You want their birthday. And this is twofold for OpSpot customers because, number one, you want to build that avatar. You want to know the birth date, the average age of your members, but also it's going to drop them into the birthday club. So part of your reward system is to remind them, hey, thanks for being a member. Happy birthday today. Come get your free microfiber towel or whatever. So that's going to serve a couple purposes there. And then you have your make, model, year, and color. And so all they have to do is enter that information there. And then they do want to collect the license plate. Not everybody does. You don't need it if you're RFID tag, tag system. But if you want to collect it, you can. Not everybody knows that. So anyway, and you can also make these fields mandatory, or they don't have to be. They can be optional. And then you have your own terms and conditions right here, so they can click on that. And then the date that this is signed. And then we have the term, also we have our text message, TCPA stuff here, which is important. And you can also, Josh, add a signature field there, and some of our customers do this, where literally with your finger you just sign it. And
Mm.
what's really cool about that is not only is this information being collected in our system, it's also being sent back to DRB's SiteWatch. And so now
Yeah.
your data is being updated. So your customers in your system and in ours are being updated with this information without you guys having to intervene, which I think is it's kind of a big deal. So
Yeah. And this is really important as marketers. Obviously, it gives you better demographics, lets you know who your customers are, and so that you can market better and you can create marketing strategies. And it's good to know who's coming to your wash. Now, we talked about DRB, and obviously this integrates pretty seamlessly with DRB. But what if you're not DRB?
yeah,
Can you still use something like this?
yeah, you really can. It's not going to be as seamless, of course, of updating the back office. There is going to be some manual work. But if you're out there right now and you have a clipboard, or your employees have a clipboard, and they're making your your customers are filling something out by hand, or you got to go into the office to fill this out, this can replace that. So
Mm.
think about something very, very simple with you're literally collecting a RFID tag number, a phone number, credit card information. I mean, it's pretty simple. Same concept. As soon as that is submitted, we can then, they go into our system, we send a follow-up text message with a link to collect more data later. So, again, in the beginning, less is more. Get that
Yeah.
phone number. People don't change their phone
Because they're
number
ready
these
to
days.
buy, and if you make it
Yes.
hard for them to buy, they're not going to. So don't make it hard for people to give you money. They're ready to give you their credit card. So just take what you have to, and then follow up with a text to get everything else.
Make the process simple. Now, the Josh, you just touched on something. I'm going to tell a really quick story. I went to sign up for a service. It's an email service that I keep getting these things about making your email amazing and getting to zero inbox and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm going
So
to
their
give this a
email
shot.
marketing worked.
Yeah, it did. So I'm like, I go into there and I go to sign up, and I cannot get the payment, like the form and stuff won't fill out. So I bounced, and then I emailed them and said, hey, why, this is a technology company. You're selling me on how easy it is for me to put this email program together, and you won't even take my money. I literally, they got back to me 2 or 3 times. I won't sign up for it. I'm just like, you can't figure this out. I'm
Just out
so
of principle.
frustrated. What's that?
Just out of principle, you're not signing up for it now.
Yes, which is I tried to give them a chance, and I try not to be too hard on people, because we're in technology too, and it doesn't always work. Like I tell people, you live and die by it, right? We're in tech,
Mm.
and sometimes there's bugs, there's things that happen, and so I try to have be gracious. But it literally, I bounce from it. I'm like, oh, this process. If I'm going to have this process early on, what is it going to be in the future? And guys,
Mm.
when you're signing people up the very first time, if you make it streamlined and simple, and I didn't even have to think about it, and I get to sign up, what do you think they're going to think about the rest of the experience that they have with you, right? You're setting that very first, again, what do they say? You can't make a first impression
Twice.
twice, yeah, something like
I,
that.
I don't know, but we'll say it.
We'll say it. So there's the saying for that. But anyway, all right. So anyway, that's the point. You have one time to make first impression. Make
Yeah.
it good. And if you're signing somebody up, make it smooth. And the reality is too, Josh, if you've made it clunky and difficult, which a lot of people do, and then even update your credit cards and things like that, I'm not going to be as likely to probably even refer somebody, right? But if
Yeah.
I was like, hey, man, this is easy. All you got to do is this, give them a number and you're in, you're definitely going to talk more about it, and you would be more comfortable referring your friend to somebody who's made it very easy for you to sign up for the service.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about this before. You and I did several on-site strategy sessions with some of our customers, and you actually sold a membership while we were at one of them, and in fact sold, like, he had like 3 cars. Like he went back, got his wife's car, signed it up, and then went back and got his son's car and signed it up. But the process was taking so long. If you had hair, you would have pulled it out. Like, you were going crazy because
I
he had
was.
to fill out this form.
Oh,
We had to go find the forms and then find a pen, and then
yeah.
we had to read his handwriting. And it's taking so long that, when people have all this stuff to fill out, their handwriting starts to get bad because they're in a hurry to write it all down. And now you've got to get your employees to translate that handwriting into the system. And this gets rid of bad handwriting. You don't have any more paper. You don't have any more
Right.
clipboards, like you said. It speeds up the process because you're really just asking for minimal information to sign them up so that they can give you their money, and then
Yeah.
follow up with a text to get everything else.
Absolutely. And on that note, Josh, when the text goes out, right? So the text goes out. If they don't fill it out, our system's going to remind them like 3 times. We have some custom messages. We're going to remind them to fill this out. It's not going to be perfect. Not everyone's going to fill it out, but those who do, right now, you are up. Even if you get 50% or 60%, that's better than what a lot of times a lot of you guys have had there in the past. And then the other thing that I want to touch on, that's kind of a nice perk to this, is a lot of you guys out there deal with the chargebacks. Now, some of you have told me you don't care, you're not doing chargebacks, like it's a pain in the butt and you can't go after them unless you have proper documentation. And then you got to sort through it and it's a pain. Well, check this out. With this system, Josh, when somebody, if you want a signature and you have all the terms and conditions, as soon as it's submitted, we literally can email that to both the customer, which is nice. They get an emailed receipt, but you can have a receipt sent to a central email or any email per location. Right now, I have a customer with about 35 locations. We literally, depending on where they sign up, an email goes to the site manager for that particular location, and that is filed now, and there's an attachment. It's a PDF attachment with all the information, terms and conditions, and a signature. So it's really easy for them to track and store. And so when they're doing chargebacks, way easier than filing it in a paper drawer, some receipt somewhere that you got to dig into. So I think if, again, this is solving one of those problems, making it easier for you guys to be able to go in and you could actually, hopefully, fight some of the chargebacks and actually win.
Yeah, which is a big problem right now. I mean, it's so much a problem right now that it's been on the news. So this gives you that proof, which is great. So this is really exciting, and this is one of many products that we have been working on and rolling out, and will be rolling out this year again, because we're trying to go deeper with our customers instead of casting a wide net and bringing in new customers. We want to continue to solve problems for the customers that we have. And just streamline, how they do things so that they can grow their business and make their life easier. I mean, there are so many things that we have been able to find and solutions that we've been able to create to make our customers' lives easier, because they need to be able to focus on operating their business and not focused on all this other stuff that just takes up time and creates headaches for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And real quick, I want to let whoever's listening out there know that Sonny's is next as far as the API integration. So we are working with their APIs right now to do the same thing. So we're hoping in the next 30, 60 days, maybe even by the show, we'll have something there, and then any other point of sale systems that we can get to the APIs so that we can actually populate some of this stuff. We are definitely working toward this year. So
yeah,
keep that
and
in
if
mind.
you have DRB and you've got your API or want to get your API, talk to us, because we've got that integration now where we can sign members up and via your website and those things too as well. So that's a big move, something that we've been working on for a while, and really excited to finally roll that out officially.
Yep. Oh, it's exciting. It's looking really good too. Just to make a point though, you do not need your API for the Quick Member app. So if you want the Quick Member app, then it takes a little bit to set up. Just make sure to reach out to your account rep and tell them that you want that. It is an add-on for, you obviously have to be an existing OpSpot customer, and it is an additional cost, because there are additional costs, of course, that go into this. It's included in what is our Ultimate Plus, new Ultimate Plus package. It is included there. But if you don't
pretty
have
much
that
everything
package,
is included in Ultimate Plus.
Yeah, I know. It really is.
We threw the kitchen sink into Ultimate Plus.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like, what does Ultimate
there.
Plus get? Give them that, and give them that, and give them that.
Just give them everything.
Just give them
pretty
everything.
much. So anyway, so that's, and if you don't have Ultimate Plus, then just, it's $99 a month, includes 3 locations, and then 33 a month thereafter. And then again, if you're not DRB, no worries, we can still help you. It's not going to be as streamlined, but you can definitely get rid of the paper. You can put all of this into one centralized location, and then you'll have to do a little bit of manual entry. The other thing, check this out, Josh, real quick. If you are worried about entering the RFID tag number because it's a pain in the butt, we have a scanner. So what'll happen is you can scan the RFID tag. The numbers will be ported in there. So it's fast. So you can be like, hey, sign them up. Boom, scan the RFID tag, enter their phone number, signature, and off to the races, right? And you can collect more data later. Or if you have the time and nobody's there, we could put fields on there. You could collect as much as you want.
Very cool. Well, thanks for showing us this. I think this is a product that's going to help customers. Again, the easier you make it, the
Yep.
more likely you are to get money from your customers. And so that's what we want to do. Don't make it hard for people to give you money. So great. Hey, if you are listening to this, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you can text cheers to 411-365. That's cheers to 411-365. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and push that subscribe button down at the bottom. If you're listening on our podcast, you're listening on whichever platform you prefer. So go ahead and subscribe to it there as well, and you'll get notified when new episodes drop. And we're going to be talking about a lot of our new products over the next year. So you don't want to miss these episodes. So
Absolutely. And leave us a comment. We'd love to hear back from you. We get a lot of comments offline. But I'd love to know what you guys are, what's out there, what's hot, what's not, what questions you have, what you're working on, and what can we help you with. We'd love to know.
And if you come to the Southwest show, come
Yeah,
see
come
us.
by.
And oh, hey, by the way, if you're going to Vegas, Levi, we're going to be on stage, or at least I'm going to be on stage.
You're going to be
Vegas.
on stage. Nice.
And so I've got a session there. So sign up for my session so that I'm not in there and it's just Levi in there by himself taking pictures of me.
We'll make sure to promote that so that we get guys in there for sure. But that's pretty awesome that you're going to be on stage. That'll be great. That'll be good stuff, man. Good stuff. I love doing this. Love helping out the industry. We hope that you are listening, that you're getting good, valuable content, and we're just going to keep pushing forward and looking forward to making some pretty cool announcements here coming up to the show.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thanks, Levi. And until next time.
Hey,
cheers.
Cheers. See ya.